Hello, beautiful people. This is your girl, Mommy So True. Hello, survivors. Hello, thrivers. What's up, guys? I am checking in with you. Just want to send a quick reminder out there to anybody who may have forgotten and maybe teach somebody who does not know. Let's talk about it because the educated empath will always win. The educated empath will always win. Let's talk about it. If you're new here, what's up? Hello. Subscribe, like, and comment. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. If you're looking for a life coach to help you get through this narcissistic BS that you just went through with somebody, whether it was your mom, your dad, your man, or your woman, I'm here for support because I understand. Like, all seriousness, I understand. And I am all about healing. I am all about moving forward. And I am all about being a support for this traumatic experience that you went through. Information to reach me is in the description box. But today, I'm talking to my empaths. Even if you don't want to call yourself an empath, because a lot of people are like, oh, this new age word. Look, it doesn't change what it means. It doesn't change what it symbolizes. Empath, chosen, blessed, highly favored, whatever you want to call yourself. To me, it's the same thing. The word doesn't change the person that we're describing. You are this amazing person who went through this horrific, horrendous, hell of an experience with these demonic influenced people that have been identified as narcissist or narcissistic. If you ask me, there's no excuse for these people to be who they are because we all carry these narcissistic tendencies. But one thing about it, you and I, we're not afraid to face ourselves. We're not afraid to face criticism. We're not afraid to improve. We're not afraid to look in the mirror and say, okay, I did that, but why did I do it? Let me work on it so I don't ever do it again. We're not afraid to take accountability. We're not afraid to be responsible. The reason why the educated empath wins. And today there's just one reason I want to share with you. There's many reasons, but there's one reason that's powerful to me. That's powerful to me because if you don't know, you must know that knowledge is power. And you don't start to get power and control about your manipulationship and your situationship with this narcissist until you obtain knowledge. And the first thing you learn is that word. Wow, there's a category for these people. Wow, there's a word that describes what I'm married to. There's a word that explains the dysfunction that I've been dealing with, the dysfunction that comes from my family. There is a word that goes into depth and into detail and breaks down exactly what I went through since I came out of the womb of my narcissistic mother. Wow. This is that ultimate major light bulb moment of your life, Finding out what the narcissist is and learning that this is the reason why your life has been affected the way it has is a major door opening for you to step into the healing of your life. Ever since the day I discovered the word narcissist, I've never been the same girl. And to all the narcissists in my life, that scares the shit out of them. But to me, it makes me empowered. It teaches me more and more about me. It has, at least. Learning about it came with a lot of rage at first. I was pissed off. I'm like, damn, these people have been really playing me my whole life. These people have really intentionally been plotting. These people are really sick. And that's why they don't vibe with me. That's why they don't get me. That's why they're not on my level. Like, it makes sense why our energy just does not connect. It just doesn't match. We just don't work out. It makes sense why all these relationships I had to walk away from. No, matter of fact, I literally had to pack up and run for my life. It makes sense why I've never been okay around certain people because I am this and they are that. I'm this empath and they're these narcissistic snakes, these ducks, these geese, these creatures, these almost dehumanized entities that are amongst us, trying to trick us to accept them, to believe trying to trick us to believe that we need to accept them for who they are. And it's craziness. Because while we're doing that, they're not changing. They're not changing. They're just perfecting the manipulation. And the educated empath is the one who stands on what they have been taught. They're like, okay, in spite of how I'm feeling, my heart is saying I love them, but my mind knows that this person is incapable of loving me back, so I need to stop wasting my love on them. The educated empath puts 2 and 2 together and makes 4 out of it. 1 + 1 is 2. The educated empath starts to put down things on a piece of paper. You start journaling. You start going to the therapist. You start really pinpointing everything. You start thinking back and making sense of everything, literally connecting the dots. You're like, wow, okay. That makes sense why they did that when that happened. That makes sense why they did that when that happened. It makes sense why they react this way when I show a certain demeanor. Okay, I'm figuring it out. So now I'm getting ahead of their game because I noticed that it's a game. The educated empath will always win because we understand what they're doing is just a game. We understand that they're playing themselves. Once we figure out that it's just a game, the game is over. The game is over. An educated empath is also a serious being. You're like, oh, okay, you thought I was playing games. You thought this was a game. Okay, so I'm going to teach you how I play. The educated empath switches it up completely. They don't see it coming. They don't see it coming because once you realize that you've been wasting your time, your years, your life, your money, your voice, your conversations with somebody who ain't trying to hear it, somebody who don't want to grow, somebody who ain't trying to grow, somebody who's more interested in trying to settle for a supply who will be a willing doormat, somebody who is willing to find everything wrong with you so they can run to somebody else and play victim. Because with you, they got to come correct. With you, they got to pay those bills. With you, they got to get a job. With you, they got to take care of those kids. With you, they got to actually be a parent. The educated empath figures that out, sees it, and the game changes. Because once upon a time, they were an empath who didn't know no better. They were breaking their back to try over and over and over with a toxic relationship because they were not educated to the fact that the person they were dealing with was severely sick, almost to the point where they're possessed. They're so sick, their heart has voluntarily connected with Satan. Like, you know what? I've been so traumatized in my life that I'm comfortable with the dark world. I'm comfortable with being evil. I'm comfortable with seeing people in agony. I'm comfortable with making people suffering and telling them I love them just to keep them around. That's the narcissist. They've used their pain to hurt everybody. They've used their pain to hate people. And you're supposed to accept that because you're an empath. And in the beginning, you do accept that. In the beginning, you're willing to work with that. In the beginning, you're blind to that. But once you see it, there is no unseeing it. The educated empath will always win. Because empaths are smart to begin with. They might make stupid decisions because their codependency gets in the way. Because their people-pleasing ways gets in the way. But as soon as they realize that's what they're doing, oh, wait, I made a mistake because I was putting you over me. I made a mistake because I did neglect myself. I did put myself last, and that's why you were able to control what you've controlled. But now that I see that I was doing that, I'm going to correct it. So you start to take back the control. The educated empath snatches that control, rips that mask off. Because once you become educated, you become dumbfounded. You're like, I cannot believe that I have to raise you. I cannot believe that I'm literally just your mother. You're with me because you just need a motherly support in your life. You just need somebody to be your daddy. The educated empath wakes up and snaps out of it like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not responsible for what your mom and dad could not do. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to hold back from living my life because you're so insecure and you're so bad. You're so bad at the lying and the cheating that you're doing that you want to spend the rest of your life projecting all of it on me and make me the cheater. You want to falsely accuse me until your head falls off, and that makes you feel good. The educated empath don't got time for that. Once you realize that's what this is, they're just playing you, using you, taking all of your money. They're just around because they know you got some coins. Once you get educated and you realize a narcissist is a deceiver, is a liar, is a snake, you cut the cord. You cut the cord, then you are no longer their dummy. And then now they have no other option but to find a new supply. Goodbye, discard me, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm educated enough to make you discard me. Make you find a new supply. Please do. Find somebody else to do it because I'm not the one. The educated empath always wins because you refuse to unsee what you know. You refuse to let your feelings keep you stuck and trapped once you see that this has nothing to do with love. This has nothing to do with feelings because they don't love you. They don't even love their self. The educated empath will always win. How can you not? You know better. That's what the education brings. It's like, okay, you know better. Forget what your heart is telling you. Forget those memories. The educated empath wins because when ruminating comes, you're like, I know where that's coming from. I know there's a little bit of trauma bond there because you learned that term. You know what it means. You're like, I know what's going on. The narc is probably thinking about me, so spiritually it's manifesting in my dreams, but I'm going to go ahead, wake up and pray about it. Pray this thing off of me. I'm educated enough to know that this is somewhat of a spiritual fight, so I need to get up and pray and stay up. I'm educated enough to know that when they hoover, I just need to dodge it. Make them feel stupid for trying to hoover me 6 months later after all the shit you put me through. What the hell do you want over here? You better create a fake page because you cannot come to me with your real page. It's probably blocked. Everything about you is blocked because you've been treating them like they're dead. That's the educated empath. You obtain strength that you don't even know you had because you accept the truth in what you're learning. The truth in what you have learned. You're not making excuses to pick up that phone and still talk to them after you've watched all these videos and seen all these comments. You're educated, which is leading to empowerment. How can you lose? How can you lose? Man, what? Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear how you feel. I would love to hear from my educated empaths. I would love to hear from my empowered empaths. You're a winner. You'll never lose. You're too smart. You're intelligent, emotionally intelligent now after this. You're even better than you were before. Now you have this knowledge. You can identify the next narcissist that tries to target you. Your dating game has changed because you're educated. People can't just come and narc you. You're not going to be at work getting narked by these bosses and these coworkers like you probably used to. They can't get you how they used to get you, or they can't have you how they used to have you because you're educated. Share your thought, your experiences, and your perspective. I'd love to hear it. And thank you for watching my video. Until next time, beautiful people, stay blessed, stay true, keep going, empaths, keep educating, keep staying empowered, and keep thriving and moving forward. I'm with you. Until next time, stay blessed. Bye.